Today I'm making my sweet baked bean and Jack Daniel baked beans to take out to my brother's cookout. My girl's always telling me I should videotape myself making this because everybody loves it. My side of the family and her side of the family. So today I'm getting ready to sit here and take a chance of doing this. And here are some of the ingredients that I use. I use a half a cup of brown sugar, dark, half a cup of brown sugar, light, quarter cup of molasses, quarter cup of maple syrup. Now this maple syrup is not the one I usually like to use. The one I like to use is the more natural maple syrup because it has a more robust flavor. A quarter cup of honey, half a cup of barbecue sauce. Now I really don't like using this one. I usually like to use Sweet Daddy D's because it's a little more tasteful. 1/3 cup of onions, half a cup of Jack Daniels. For the size of the family that I need to sit there and cook for, I'm using a 55-ounce can of beans and a 28-ounce can of beans. I already opened the cans of beans, they're in the pot. Now when doing this, I have it simmering at about between 7 and 6 because you don't want the beans bubbling and boiling right away while you're trying to mix in the ingredients. You want it to simmer. Now the party isn't until around 2:30 this afternoon. But as you can see, it's 10 o'clock in the morning and I'm making my beans right now. So first we're going to add the brown sugar. Next, we're going to add the molasses. I'll come back to that and scrape a little more off. Next I add the maple syrup. And I'm going to add the honey. Now what I want to do with the honey is I'm going to stick it in the microwave for about 5 seconds to warm it up. Honey is like really thick. Now, a lot of times when I do this, I really don't measure this stuff out. I just go by how I feel. Alright. I'll add in the onions. And the barbecue sauce. Get that in there. Mix it around pretty good. And last but not least, the Jack Daniels. Ooh, that's a lot of Jack. Now, one of these days, I want to try to make my own beans and see how it turns out by starting from dry beans. But right now, canned beans is all I can do. Alright. Now we're going to let this simmer for about an hour or two so we can let the alcohol burn out and leave just the flavor of the Jack Daniels in there. And trust me, when you come back to it, it's going to be some knockout beans.